Deshaun Watson, he talked about the expectations, right? And he finally got real. He finally got real. Usually people give you that coach talk, that coach speak. Well, what I'm trying to do is just be with my teammates and really just work on establishing the huddle and guys getting together. It's just, we're going to take it one day at a time. Stop all of that capping. We want to talk about what is the expectation level, where you at right now, and how confident is you that we're going to get this thing done. I think this is the most real answer he's given since he's been here in terms of what the expectation levels are.
I think that I watched you play a season in the NFL better than almost any quarterback ever is at a season. That 2020 season, 4,800 yards passing, 33 touchdowns. You ran the ball. Like, I know what the expectation is, and maybe the stats might differ a little bit because you playing outside more. You might not be able to throw consistently for that many yards. But
even that be screwed though. Screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people are like, oh, winning is not a QB stat. Who? To who?
That's what matters.
Yeah, whoever win that Super Bowl gonna be like, I'm a world champion.
So yeah, you saying the stats was skewed. What do you mean by that? I'm trying to what you mean?
No, I'm just saying like yeah, people look at I think it was like the QBR and things like that, but like let's break down the film on certain things, like the opportunities of me playing a full season. That stuff can change. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like if you winning in this league, it's hard to win. I don't care who you are. You have to win in the division and in the league that I'm playing in. Like if you're winning, it's hard to replace you. It is what it is. What are you going to say, Trent Dilfer, he's not a world champion? He got that ring. He can put that ring right on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's the whole ultimate job is to be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a team player, so it is what it is.
The first time I really heard him express that with his chest, the first time I really heard him express that at that level with some urgency, with some realness to him. See, this is why I like it. You know what? I'll be telling him, and once again, I shouldn't even be saying half the stuff I say, but I just be real about it. Like, look, man, if you need a safe space to go, and talk to Quincy about, what you want to really do, and you need a safe space that you understand that people are not going to twist your words or nitpick with it, do that, because I'm all for that. Like the answer you gave is more than I've heard you say since you've been here. Give that type of answer, because I can respect that. If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he talks about, him putting up those numbers in 2020 and saying, but yeah, like, people look at the QBR rating, right? People look at the fact that I was 4-12 with those guys, right? And it's like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? He went 5-1 with the Browns. They're like, it's the worst deal in all of mankind. But when he did put up crazy numbers in Houston, the team was terrible. So which is it? And I think he gets down to the nitty gritty and says, listen, y'all say what y'all want to. Listen, he uses Trent Dilfer as an example. You say whatever you want. I'm a world champion. I win that Super Bowl. I win them AC championship games. I go out there and I win them games. You can't say nothing to me. Because at the end of the day, winning is the only thing that shuts people's mouths up, right? They can get nitpick and say what they want, but even after a while, that has to go away. Even after a while, like people talk about, Kyrie Irving and Kyrie Irving really turned his image around. No, he didn't really turn nothing around. He's still the same Kyrie Irving. You know what changed? He started winning them games. He started going out there doing his thing, and they start beating teams on the court. Not no off the court nothing. Not no Durant and Harden Brooklyn stuff. Not no Boston Celtics stuff. He going out there getting it done. And when you going out there getting it done, Deshaun says, hey, it's hard to replace you. You're damn right. You're damn right. They can't move. You can't move the goalposts on W's, bro. You can't move the goalposts on W's, right? And if you plan the whole season, which I think this is a big part of it, if you plan the whole season the numbers will come. It just is what it is. That's just a function of you playing every single game, and you being a starting quarterback. There's a lot of starting quarterbacks that look like they got decent numbers, don't even be that crazy. But when you talk about them W's, and then the main thesis was, when you in this division, when you in this league, it's all about that. That's it. It's all about that. You know, like we talked about last segment. People talk about, oh, he should do this. Listen, if Deshaun Watson, don't tell me about that. Joe Namath was the brashest dude I've ever seen in my life. There's been lots of outspoken guys that have been great champions. Brett Favre, outspoken. Joe Namath, outspoken. There's been lots of quarterbacks who are outspoken that have done tremendous things in this league. People say you shouldn't play with a chip on your shoulder because that means that I know Steve Young played with a chip on his shoulder because he was trying to get the monkey off his back. He was trying to get the proverbial legacy of having Joe Montana in 4 Super Bowls on his resume, and him saying, "Yo, is you ever going to be better than Joe in San Francisco?" Steve Young said he put all his game checks in the drawer and never cashed them because he thought he didn't earn them because he wasn't a starter and he wasn't playing up to his capabilities that he has. So for when people talk about these things and they talk about their expectation levels, this shows that Deshaun Watson has expectation levels that are as high as anybody for himself. And you hear people always talk about, well, is he really working hard? I don't see him doing this. And I mean, is he really putting it all together? Again. Not that you take too much, with that, not that, like, I take that with a grain of salt, but, to me, I love the fact that now he's in a space, and if he needed, hey, don't come talk to me. He ain't never, like, people always talk about it all the time. He don't never, G. Bush, you can get a Deshaun Watson interview. He don't never in his life had to talk to me ever on no interview, right? If you want to do an interview like that with your boy, and you want to do an interview where you feel like you got a safe space and you can talk your talk, do it. I'd rather you talk your talk than come have these canned interviews with these dudes that is going to be trying to nitpick and find something. Because you're not going to get nothing out of those interviews. He's going to give you the same old answers because that's the only answers he can give you. Because if he give you anything spicy, anything with personality, anything, they're going to take that, they're going to flip it, remix it, run it back, drop a blom on it like Flex, all the above, letter D. I would love for you to stay right where you at and keep talking your talk. Do some film reviews, talk your talk. Because guess what? The people that's coming to watch you over there is coming to watch you for you, not to get clicks wherever they at. Just keeping it a buck.